Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Saturday, February 27th, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 706 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. House passes Joe Biden's COVID relief bill with $1,400 stimulus checks. Legislation heads to Senate. House passes Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus plan, without a single GOP vote in favor. Students from Rep. Madison Cawthorn's college said he used fund drive to corner women with sexual advances, report says. FBI pinpoints a single suspect in the death of U.S. Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick. Oathkeeper Jessica Watkins denounced the extremist group but will stay in jail before her trial, judge says. Teen in hospital for sledding injury dies after dad died visiting her, Ohio mom says. Man fights back after robber targets his family's car in Golden Gate Park in SF. Former Tampa teacher found not guilty in sex case involving student. Biden fires a warning shot at Iran. Senator John Cornyn, Governor Greg Abbott, but not Ted Cruz, to meet with Joe Biden in Texas. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. The House just passed Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus bill. Here's what's next, CNBC. Deshaun Watson would lose up to $20.2 million if he sits out the 2021 season, NBC Sports. Lady Gaga's dogs recovered safely after theft, shooting, the Associated Press. FBI zeroes in on video of officer who died after Capitol riot, Politico. Pacman at 25, how 151 fictional species took over the world, CNN. Parents of kidnapped Nigerian girls tried to pull them out of school before they were taken, The Daily Beast. Neo-Nazi who planned to blow up synagogue sentenced to 19 years, NBC News. Internet sleuths crack secret message hidden on Mars Perseverance's parachute, Global News. County releases eligibility requirements for new COVID-19 vaccination groups, CountyNewsCenter.com. Gritty banned from Texas power market over payment breach, New York Post. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Fallon is 99% sure he knows where the golden CPAC statue of Trump came from. Kimberly Guilfoyle's wild CPAC prediction about Trump puzzles pretty much everyone. Former CPAC chairman says no word slamming what the event has now become. Republicans at CPAC are horny for another insurrection in stinging superkit. House Democrats pass $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill. Prosecutors fight against dismissing Steve Bannon indictment, despite Trump's pardon. Conservatives show loyalty to Trump at CPAC. It's been 1 year since Trump boasted 15 COVID-19 cases would soon be close to zero. Lady Gaga's dogs recovered safely after shooting and dognapping. Faith leaders denounced the radicalization of white Christians in wake of Capitol riot. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. World War II veteran honored with a Quilt of Valor. Cat lost for weeks finds his way back home. Sheriff, gut-wrenching fire kills 2 children. 104-year-old without running water for a week after storm. Shoe repairman found dead under overpass. Cat stuck in tree for days rescued. 11-year-old girl finds parents dead home from COVID. 14-year-old falls from local roofing job, OSHA issues major fines. Female officer makes history. Early release coming for 3,500 prisoners. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. How to unite a deeply divided Kosovo, name a lake after Trump. They were on equal footing, then the ground shifted. How Marty Baron and Jeff Bezos remade the Washington Post. Assessing claims in the coronavirus stimulus debate. Younger military personnel reject vaccine, in warning for commanders and the nation. CPAC and the new republicanism. Democrats move to salvage minimum wage hike. Meet the songwriters behind the WandaVision hit Agatha All Along. NBA investigating after Jeremy Lin said he was called coronavirus. Lady Gaga's dogs are returned safely. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Win with Super 6 on Daryl Davis fight. Win $1,000 on Michigan, Indiana with Fox Super 6. Von Spakovsky and Cuccinelli, Biden's immigration order, this is how policy will hide crimes, ignore victims. Hannity urges GOP to stop infighting, unite as conservatives, enough enemies in your life. Golden Globes 2021, a breakdown of the nominated TV series. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry's Oprah Winfrey sit-down caught palace courtiers off guard, royal expert claims. Courtney Stodden talks scary similarities to Britney Spears, I was the next train wreck blonde to bully. Cuomo escaping media scrutiny represents a dereliction of duty, Joe Conca says. Private island resort in the Maldives available to rent for $1 Demi Lovato shares post claiming gender reveals contribute to transphobia, draws mixed reactions. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Saturday, February 27th. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Kyrie Irving pushes for Kobe Bryant to be on NBA logo. They both have the capability to be Final Four teams, CBS Clark Kellogg on number 4 Ohio State versus number 9 Iowa. Police, man falsely reports his vehicle is stolen, Google's how to set your car on fire and make it look like an accident. Stimulus check latest, will your next relief payment be $1,400? 56th ACM Award nominees announced, John Legend, Pink and Gwen Stefani among first-time nominees. Number 14 Texas looks for revenge against number 18 Texas Tech Saturday on CBS, analyst Pete Gillen says Longhorns' Greg Brown is player to watch. 4-year-old Finley Silva waiting for heart transplant receives mail from across the country, his face just kind of lights up. Deja McClendon on athletes in limited volleyball, we really want to see this grow. Bracketology, CSU Rams number 10 seed, CU Buffs holding on as number 12 seed. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Lockdown Britons are being warned to stick to COVID rules. Thousands of residents are evacuated overnight in Exeter after discovery of unexploded World War II bomb. Flags are flown at half-mast across Britain ahead of funeral for Captain Tom Moore. Jacinda Ardern throws Auckland into another week-long lockdown after just one new case of COVID-19. TV show Car SOS revives the most important MG Metro 6R4 ever built. Death of Hercules, entire fleet of transporter plane favored by the SAS to be grounded. Lewis D.E. Berniers on the Scottish independence debate. Police are investigating if murder of British family is linked to plot to assassinate hypnotist. YouTube star James Charles, 21, denies allegations he groomed an underage fan online. Coronavirus infection rates are rising in 1 in 4 parts of the UK, data shows. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Official, 42 abducted from Nigerian school 2 weeks ago freed. After dissident vanishes in Canada, Saudi exiles fear they are now in jeopardy. Pakistan experts, religiosity fostering rise in militancy. Inside Russia's mass arrests, claims of beatings, threats and war against rights monitors. Experts notice pandemic's mental health toll on German youth. The end of Cold War thinking. UK Supreme Court rules woman who joined Islamic State as teen cannot return to Britain. Myanmar's UN envoy dramatically opposes coup in his country. Russian diplomats had to ride a hand-power rail car out of North Korea due to COVID restrictions. Processing of asylum seekers expands at US-Mexico border. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. Coronavirus hive news. UK will face enormous strains, says Chancellor. New Zealand PM says Auckland to go into lockdown for 7 days. New York COVID variant reports spark rift between officials and health experts. School children freed after abduction in northern Nigeria, governor says. I will never shut up, LeBron James responds to Ibrahimovic criticism. Myanmar police try to crush protests as envoy pleads with UN for action. Electricity needed to mine Bitcoin is more than used by entire countries. Where are the next Tom Cruises? How the internet changed celebrity. 9 years after Trayvon Martin's killing, hoodies still spark debate. House approves $1.9 trillion COVID aid bill despite minimum wage setback. 3 families, 1 sperm donor, the day we met our daughter's sisters. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. House passes $1.9 trillion COVID relief package, but what comes next? Lady Gaga's dogs found safe after violent kidnapping. Judge approves $650 Facebook privacy lawsuit settlement. FDA advisors sign off on Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Here's what happens next. Major fire erupts at a warehouse outside of Los Angeles. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Nigeria kidnappings, hunt for 300 girls as second abducted school group freed. Haiti prison escape, hundreds of inmates flee from Croix de Bouquet's jail. Coronavirus, Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill passes House vote. Lady Gaga's dogs found safe after armed robbery. Tiger Woods car crash, golfer in good spirits after latest treatment. The dissident, Jamal Khashoggi documentary points finger at Saudi Arabia's crown prince. Mourning the sisters killed as they taught handicrafts. Monsters, Mania and the Unstoppable March of Parkman. John F. Kennedy, when the U.S. president met Africa's independence heroes. How Bitcoin's vast energy use could burst its bubble. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Daniel Prude died and it was ruled a homicide, so why isn't it a crime? We are born Indian and we die white. Indigenous leaders in California fear COVID deaths are going undercounted. Johnson & Johnson vaccine expected to be authorized within days, U.S. to open more mass vaccination sites. Latest COVID-19 updates. Hate crimes against Asian Americans are on the rise. Here's what activists, lawmakers and police are doing to stop the violence. Predominantly white colleges tackle racism, diversity, equity and inclusion. Breakout Borat star Maria Bakalova conquers Hollywood. Biden and TX, nothing partisan about virus, storm. House to vote on relief bill, Dems mall wage plan. AP Top Stories 26p. Today in history for February 27th. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Op-ed, grocery workers deserve hero pay, Kroger shouldn't close stores to avoid paying it. 2 men get life terms for murder of boy, 3, caught in crossfire. Lady Gaga's French bulldogs recovered after being stolen during shooting. UC says Blue Shield sought expansive patient data as part of its COVID-19 work for California. Fire, vandalism rock Buddhist temple in Little Tokyo. LA is cutting back on street sweeping, that could mean fewer parking tickets. Strong winds possible in the San Gabriel Valley area Sunday morning, forecasters say. A rare gray wolf trekked from Oregon to California's Central Sierra. Not everyone is thrilled. Man who left a dead cat in front of Asian-owned business is investigated for a possible hate crime. Magnitude 3.2 earthquake hits in Simi Valley. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Saturday, February 27, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. We are Hitler's people, then and now. Violent hatred of Jews exposed among students at elite German university fraternity. New Zealand's largest city, Auckland, back to lockdown after COVID-19 case. Victoria bans single-use plastics by 2023 to slash amount going to landfill. Polish historian resigns state position over 2007 photos of him performing Nazi salute, Jewish telegraphic agency. Indian scientists develop new molecule that could cure Alzheimer's. 317 girls abducted from Nigerian school. Parents of kidnapped Nigerian girls tried to pull them out of school before they were taken. A giant iceberg, larger than the size of most European cities, has broken away from Antarctica, near a British research station. The iceberg, measuring 1,270 square kilometers, 490 square miles, came off the 150-meter thick Brunt ice shelf in a process called calving. Australia accused of shamefully holding back global action on climate change. Taiwan urges people to eat more pineapples after China bans imports amid campaign of intimidation. Refugee who set herself on fire in Greece is charged with arson. The most expensive dam in Canadian history, cost of BC Site C dam balloons to $16 billion. U.S. diplomat forced by China to undergo anal swab testing for COVID-19 after Biden raised fundamental concerns about Beijing's coercive and unfair economic practices and human rights abuses in Xinjiang. UN report, world has 10 months to take action on climate. Gulf Stream is weakest it's been in more than 1,000 years, study says. Harvard professor faces backlash from World War II sex slavery survivor and historians after calling comfort women prostitutes. The next headlines are from Forbes. Manchester City's formula for success, run less, win more. Liverpool predicted lineup and team news versus Sheffield United. The scramble for rare places, Mars, space and the Arctic are in play. Los Angeles Chargers look to retain Hunter Henry, a favorite target of Justin Herbert's. Oklahoma City Thunder's Al Horford on Lou Dort, he's one of the better defenders in the league. WWE SmackDown results, winners, news and notes on February 26, 2021. No defense left for Sacramento Kings coach Luke Walton. With Khashoggi case, Biden's weak response cannot be about Saudi oil. Former CPAC chair tells CNN's Erin Burnett the GOP is now a cult. Nutrition, organization and hard work, how Cadiz plan to stay in La Liga. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Where did COVID come from? 5 mysteries that remain. COVID research updates, a COVID vaccine passes a real-world test with flying colors. Major physics society won't meet in cities with racist policing record. Can COVID spread from frozen wildlife? Scientists probe pandemic origins. Good vibrations make a soft gel strong. Plan to create UK version of Darprolax detail, say researchers. SARS-CoV-2 spike D614G change enhances replication and transmission. The first known space hurricane pours electron rain. Intestinal worms throw open the door to dangerous viruses. CoronaPod, Google-backed database could help answer big COVID questions. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,688,737,485 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Lady Gaga's dogs recovered unharmed at LA police station. Fred Segal, icon of Los Angeles fashion scene, dies at 87. Variety's 10 Directors to Watch and Creative Impact Awards delves into art of movie making. From Cherry to Fast 9, how camera operators deliver action. Telluride Film Festival plans in-person event in September, adding extra day. One Night in Miami's DP Tammy Riker on recreating Muhammad Ali's historic fight. Sterling K. Brown, Ava DuVernay shows support for Time's Up Globe's campaign criticizing absence of black HFPA members. Taylor Swift makes it official, Loverfest shows won't be rescheduled. AMC chief Adam Aron gets $3.75 million bonus. Golden Globe's former president admits the HFPA hasn't had any black members in 2 decades. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. The power is back on in Texas, now comes the recovery, and it won't be cheap. Lawyers for 18-year-old Capitol rioter want him released to his parents. Coronavirus FAQs, what are mask braces? What if I get COVID after 1 vaccine dose? Panel recommends FDA authorize Johnson & Johnson vaccine for emergency use. Syria airstrikes resurface lawmakers' questions over presidential authority. A huge opportunity, Venezuelan migrants welcome Colombia's new open-door policy. Energy Secretary Granholm, Texas outages show need for changes to U.S. power systems. WNBA team co-owned by XN, Kelly Loeffler is sold after players' criticism. Hurricane forecast will start earlier in 2021. Explosion damages Israeli-owned ship in Gulf of Oman. The following headlines are from The Week. GOP lawmakers reportedly cite public health emergency in skipping votes, despite speaking at CPAC. Democrats decry Biden's airstrikes in Syria as unconstitutional. Republicans praise them as proportional. The Daily Gossip, Golden Globes predictions, Emma Watson isn't going anywhere, and more. The week's best photojournalism. Pandemic experts are starting to sound increasingly optimistic. Is it safe to make plans for a summer vacation? The week contest, meat print. Biden administration sanctions Saudi operatives, but not Crown Prince, after blaming him for Khashoggi killing. What is a woman's place in the Marvel Universe? Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing a new Superman movie. Ted Cruz jokes about Cancun trip at CPAC as over 1 million Texans still lack drinkable water. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. The Leggy this week, adventures in circular finger-pointing. ERCOT increased revenue and executive pay in years before Texas power outages. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Some Earth life could already survive on Mars. Did ancient Martian life eat rocks for food? Astronomers think they found the neutron star remnant left behind from supernova 1987A. One type of fast radio bursts, solved? The core of the Milky Way is an extreme place. These are the news headlines for today, Saturday, February 27th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Parker Solar Probe captures a glimpse of Venus. Evidence for white dwarfs consuming Earth-like worlds. Water worlds may be abundant in our galaxy. Watch International Space Station Spacewalk February 28th. Full snow moon on February 26th to 27th, 2021. The next news is from Politico. Why state legislatures are still very white and very male. Biden's first 100 days. The vaccines that could stop COVID-19. FBI zeroes in on video of officer who died after Capitol riot. Biden considers elevating Mayor Pete's spokesperson. Democrats unveil earmarks revival plan. Trump pardon unwinds some Manafort forfeitures. Trump endorses primary rival challenging Republican impeachment supporter. Progressives push to squash Senate filibuster after minimum wage defeat. Biden hikes cost of carbon, easing path for new climate rules. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Hapless Warriors collapse to another record defeat. Cleary and Panthers pick up where they left off to topple Eels. Another Dogs win but Bury down and out, North fight back against Carlton. Chefs, yoga and Zen gardens, inside Australia's lavish childcare centres. The happy accident that showed scientists how to string silver atoms. Start investing early for long-term financial success. The huge mistake most mortgage holders don't know. What team used Star Wars film technology to predict healthcare of the future? Australia's T20 match moved to Wellington after snap Auckland's lockdown. Forbidden Love delivers on promise in the surround stakes. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Keywords, head-smacking craziness has reached new heights in today's markets, says hedge fund billionaire Paul Singer. The moneyest, she is a financial idiot and partier. I loaned my sister $4,780 for a lawyer during her divorce. I am still chasing repayments. Americans cannot file their income taxes fast enough, but they should brace for some unwelcome news in their 2020 refunds. Capital Report, $1.9 trillion coronavirus aid package set to clear House late tonight. Personal Finance Daily, people cannot file their income taxes fast enough and COVID-19 has put financially vulnerable Americans on even shakier footing. Capital Report, Biden matches Obama's social cost of carbon for now, it's a figure roughly 50 times greater than Trump's. Newswatch, Americans cannot file their income taxes fast enough, but they should brace for some unwelcome news in their 2020 refunds. The Tell, GameStop saga illustrates rising noise trader risk that could feed market volatility, warns quantitative analyst. TaxWatch, it can be super easy, or it can be insanely complicated. Need to report Bitcoin trades to the IRS? Read this first. The Tell, here's what one hedge fund trader says happened in Thursday's bond market tantrum, which sent the 10-year Treasury yield to 1.60%. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Shares for the future, a dozen good businesses, interactive investor. Preparing for the end of the Australian Innovation Patent System, Intellectual Property, Australia, Mondac News alerts. How to successfully obtain blockchain patents Shepherd Mullen Richter and Hampton LLP, JD Supra. Innovation and Technology Commercialization Process Enterprise and Innovation, Nevada Today. Patents, Commercialization and Licensing Enterprise and Innovation, Nevada Today. Promotion of patented inventions during COVID-19 pandemic, newsletters, International Law Office. Black inventors who changed the world, Andrew J. Beard 107 JAMZ. University of Chicago picks Paul Alevisitis as its next president, Chicago Sun-Times. Controlling the airspace, dogfight begins over defined airspace patents, J.D. Supra. 5 tips for life sciences companies to protect their AI technologies, J.D. Supra. The next headlines are from Quartz. The big spending state may be here to stay, even after the pandemic ends. Half of Etsy's mask-only buyers are coming back for crafts. The company using robots and fan input to pitch stories to Hollywood. Is this the world's best stock picker? A recent Ebola outbreak puts Guinea's muscle memory to the test. Weekend edition, Bezos's legacy, nursing home crisis, digital curtains. How Jeff Bezos changed the economy, in charts. The books Amazon thinks you should read about Jeff Bezos. Bezos's 1997 shareholder letter was a blueprint for Amazon's success. How Jeff Bezos influenced African e-commerce. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. The best summary of Australia's Newslink tax bargaining code. Content moderation case study, removing Nigerian police protest content due to confusion with COVID misinfo rules, 2020. Oracle, which promised to protect TikTok user data from China, helps Chinese law enforcement snarf through lots of private data. India's new cyber law goes live, subtracts safe harbor protections, adds compelled assistance demands for intermediaries. Illinois lawmaker proposes unconstitutional ban of GTA in response to carjackings. Daily Deal, the Learn to Code 2021 bundle. Content moderation at scale is impossible, recent examples of misunderstanding context. Study shows California telcos are simply letting their networks fall apart. Fifth Circuit says tasing a person soaked in gasoline and setting them on fire isn't an unreasonable use of force. Monster Energy goes after auto body shop because of its M logo and use of green color. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Zlatan. Madison Cawthorn. James Charles. Minori. Golden Globes 2021. Jeremy Lin. Chloe Grace Moretz. Jamal Khashoggi. Damian Jones. Shadow and Bone. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Gigantic iceberg 20 times the size of Manhattan breaks off from Antarctica, video. Indian economy finally returns to growth, beating COVID-driven recession. Children in unicorn costumes rob jewelry store in Russia, video. Tiger Woods recovering and in good spirits as career hangs in balance after horror car crash. Be ready in June, Chimmy targets rival for comeback as he thanks UFC for first-class COVID treatment. New Zealand PM Ardern plunges Auckland into second lockdown in a month after new COVID-19 case detected. I speak from an educated mind, I'm the wrong guy to go at. LeBron returns fire at Zlatan after being told to stick to sports. New York Stock Exchange to delist oil giant CNOOC as Biden reviews Trump's policies on China. Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package narrowly passes U.S. House, $1,400 stimulus checks included. Watch Greek police fire tear gas into metro station amid protests in support of jailed far-left hitman. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Buchanan, Trump, once and future king? COVID outbreak hits 2 Navy warships deployed in Middle East. China emits more carbon in 2 weeks than Australia does in 1 year, think tank. Drunk Roomba robots aimlessly roam homes amid major software glitch. Facebook algorithm accuses 81-year-old grandmother of hate speech over nitpic's comment. Huawei plans new electric car as U.S. sanctions crush cell phone business. Biden gun control plan would criminalize up to 105 million people, gun rights group. Artificial intelligence takes over drive-through orders at this fast food restaurant. The coming space race. New CDC director raises alarm on new variants, despite finding virtually no household asymptomatic spread. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Kidnappers release 42 abducted from school in Nigeria. Brutal murder, world reacts to U.S. report on Khashoggi killing. Australia, the battle to get big tech to pay for news. Western Europe's biggest oil exporter targets deep-sea mining. Claude Joseph, is Haiti's democracy at risk? Bangladesh under no obligation to take stranded Rohingya, FM. U.S. House approves Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief plan. Lady Gaga's dogs recovered safely after abduction, shooting. Turkey's AK party criticized for holding rallies amid COVID surge. Myanmar protesters in running battle with security forces. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Report, Americans made big wage gains under Trump. Tim Ryan, Capitol prosecutors reviewing footage of tour before riot. Heritage, 11 myths about the Transgender Equality Act. Biden, hope and expect Trump migrant facility we're using won't be open very long, it's much different from kids in cages. Lawmaker attempts to fight surging Chicago carjackings by banning video games. Fauci, could be close to normal by the end of the year. Trump announces endorsement, Max Miller for Congress to defeat Anthony Gonzalez. Exclusive Rep. Caught Kamek, COVID-19 relief bill rewards blue lockdown states, punishes red-free states. Rick Scott, Biden won't open schools, brags about open schools in migrant centers. CPAC Mythbuster, 0.0004% chance of being shot by police. The next headlines are from UPI News. Man picking up a pizza for dinner wins $1 million lottery jackpot. Watch, Oregon man encounters extremely rare fox in parking lot. Watch, firefighters use hydraulic tool to rescue deer stuck in iron fence. Look, newly painted road in Britain misspells entry as Enry. Lost cat reunited with California owner after 15 years. Look, carpool lane driver found to be using mannequin passenger. Look, seal rescued after crossing Canadian highway. Look, coyote with plastic tub stuck overhead rescued in Florida. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. Terrifying National Park Stories Part 2. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Teen collects 30,000 pairs of shoes to donate dignity to LA homeless. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry come to the rescue of Texas women's shelter after winter storm. After prosthetic maker said it couldn't be done, orphaned koala gets new foot thanks to a dentist. New plant-based plastics can be chemically recycled with near-perfect efficiency. She survived cancer at 10, now she will be the youngest person to be launched into space. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Saturday, February 27th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Former SolarWinds CEO blames intern for SolarWinds 123 password leak. A Texas woman was killed after a tire flew off another vehicle and struck her windshield. The new slang teens use to insult boys. You're too nice to girls. Pakistan police pop their rollerblades on to catch Karachi's criminals. A Harvard professor called wartime sex slaves prostitutes, one pushed back. Hunters kill 20% of Wisconsin's wolf population in just 3 days of hunting season. Russians escape North Korea on a hand-pushed rail car. Turtles caught in disastrous oil spill treated with mayonnaise. The tar-covered animals were given the condiment to flush out their digestive systems. A middle schooler was insecure about his haircut, so his principal fixed it himself instead of disciplining the boy for wearing a hat. Senator Bob Casey sponsors bill to protect children from falling furniture. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Brompton Electric Review, a tiny folding e-bike you'll take almost everywhere. A Beginner's Guide to AI, Ethics and Artificial Intelligence. MyHeritage's new AI tool turns photos of the dead into unnerving videos. The ins and outs of JavaScript Reducer, a simple, yet powerful array method. How to automatically delete your embarrassing tweets for free. Want $10,000 in Bitcoin and Ethereum? Just give back and enter for your chance to win. An ode to portable CD players, you were ugly in a beautiful way. The skills to turn you into a true back-end web developer are right here for under $30. LA's light rail extension could help revitalize neighborhoods and improve air quality. You should wave at the end of video calls, here's why. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Measuring the Trina world. Quantum quark yields giant magnetic effect, where none should exist. Exposure to diverse career paths can help fill labor market skills gap. Engineering the boundary between 2D and 3D materials. Considering disorder and cooperative effects in photon escape rates from atomic gases. Light-emitting tattoo engineered. Investigating dense plasmas with positron waves. Pioneering prehistoric landscape reconstruction reveals early dinosaurs lived on tropical islands. Artificial microswimmers slow down and accumulate in leafy regions. Genes identified that increase the risk of obesity but also protect against disease. The next headlines are from Information Week. Why IT should have a separate training budget. The hybrid workplace is a reality, but the office is not dead. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Saturday, February 27th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA celebrates hidden figure Mary W. Jackson with building naming ceremony. NASA awards launch service contract for Tropics mission to study storm processes. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Utah Jazz get a glimpse of their future after falling victim to Heat's rapidly changing defensive coverages. The triple team, did Miami find a potential weak spot in the Jazz's defense, or was this a one-game wonder? Number 4 Utah edges number 9 calories in Pac-12 gymnastics showdown. Health Department investigating SLC party over possible violations of COVID-19 restrictions. State's nearly $22 billion budget plan spends big on education, transportation. Utah police would be banned from shooting people who are only a danger to themselves under this legislation. House votes against bill updating how health education is taught in Utah schools. Utah basketball offered a flicker of hope, but that's over as maddeningly inconsistent season comes down the stretch. With St. Mary's coming to town, Bayou has another chance to burnish its NCAA tourney credentials. Winter storm headed for northern Utah. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. Amazon rainforest plots sold via Facebook Marketplace ads. Google's Stadia problem, a video game unit that's not googly enough. U.S. drops digital tax demand, opening door to global deal. Apple forced to add iPhone and MacBook repairability scores to comply with French law. Apple mail-in hidden tracking images. FCC approves $50 monthly internet subsidies for low-income households during pandemic. Best Buy lays off 5,000 workers, will close more stores. Stanford researchers identify 4 causes for Zoom fatigue and their simple fixes. U.S. says Saudi prince approved journalist Khashoggi killing. FBI confirms report of long, cylindrical UFO moving really fast over New Mex. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Warm weekend temperatures expected to pack outdoor activities in St. Louis region. St. Louis County Police investigate Spanish Lake homicide. Judge approves settlement in Illinois class action suit against Facebook. St. Louis concert venues seeing light at the end of the tunnel for return. Former Chamber of Commerce president charged with stealing. Contact 2, student trip cancellation creates airline ticket nightmare. COVID testing required for some air travelers returning to the skies. Missouri football pays tribute to Trailblazer from St. Louis as spring camp starts. Increase in pool purchases leads to drowning fears for swimming experts. Family seeking answers after father of 7 shot, killed in East St. Louis. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Streetlight outage in Ocean Beach causes concern for neighbors. 1 dead, others injured in Mountain View shootings. Slain teacher to be honored Saturday. Who can get vaccinated beginning Saturday in San Diego? Private investigator takes on Maya Milite missing person case. Game officials eager to get back on field as youth sports resume. Pop-up sites aim to vaccinate hard-hit neighborhoods. 3 arrested as deputy shut down illegal North County pot shop. Remains of missing man found in remote East County terrain. Man who claims to have killed wife arrested after day-long police standoff. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Stalker jailed after 6-month period that left victim powerless. Hackers for hire, how to remotely hire one, IMC Grupo. How to find out if someone's stalking you on Instagram, Omega Underground. Command and control, nuclear weapons, the Damascus accident, and the illusion of safety. RCUMX plane. Fast and Furious 9, No Time to Die and other films to look forward to in 2021, Bollywood news, Bollywood hungama. Attackers turn struggling software projects into Trojan horses. Rep Chris Stewart, Biden team's terrifying plan to spy on Americans, here's why we must stop this abuse. Best streaming deals, save on Netflix, Disney+, HBO Max, Paramount+, Hulu and more. Federal court awards $2.3 billion to U.S. spy ship crew held hostage by North Korea in 1968. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. General Atomics releases new image of its next-generation combat drone. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. After successful disengagement at Pangong Lake, India-China tensions are easing. 2 Chinese military suppliers to merge to counter U.S. sanctions. A first farewell bids goodbye to our childhood. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Saturday, February 27, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Exploring ballet, ballerina's journey toward diversifying the art form. Growing frustration over vaccine access at Oakland Coliseum. Testing appointments in Bay Area decrease since COVID-19 vaccine rollout. Residents on high alert after recent coyote attacks in East Bay. San Mateo County businesses welcome customers back inside with restrictions. Mass vaccination site opens for educators in Solano County. Oakland one step closer to building new A's waterfront ballpark. Santa Clara County relaxes outdoor gathering rules. Lady Gaga's dogs recovered safely. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Leonard has 30 points, Clippers beat Grizzlies for split. Shootings shut down inbound I-290 from Cicero Avenue to downtown. Schmaltz Deli looks to relocate Naperville flagship to Lyle. Surgeries for driver attacked during carjacking at Des Plaines Auto Dealership. It's suburbs versus Chicago for control of Illinois Democratic Party. Educators use part of their Institute Day to learn self-care and gain a boost of energy. Elgin hoping to partner with Salvation Army to help residents with past due water bills. Federal officials hope to vaccinate 6,000 per day at United Center. Harcher, Smith disagree about severity of restaurant row vacancies in Wheeling. Archdiocese says DCFS letter doesn't mean Flegger is cleared. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Washington Supreme Court strikes down felony drug possession law, SPD will not arrest for possession. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.6 m, depth 553.86 km, in Fiji February 27, 2021, 2:13 UTC, about 2,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Marian 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.8 m, depth 10 km, in Southeast Indian Ridge February 26, 2021, 11:58 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Saturday, February 27th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. A foggy start and warm weekend, but a cold front is on the way. House passes $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill, includes $1,400 stimulus checks. Lady Gaga's dogs recovered safely after theft, shooting. Future of River Oaks Theater uncertain as lease negotiations stall. 2 weeks before man died of COVID-19, he said goodbye to his 7 children in emotional video. Doctor shot in Northwest Harris Company during attempted robbery, deputies say. Texas' oldest black university was built on a former plantation. Gorilla Glue girl Tessica Brown has message for black women about hair love after spray adhesive mistake. ERCOT revokes electricity provider Griddy's rights to operate due to payment breach. Antone's Po' Boys to bring new Dr. Hotez sandwich to Houston. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. The latest, New Mexico sees its most new cases in weeks. Analysis, Biden ambitions run into reality of Senate's rules. Pandemic challenges also give some teams chances to bond. House passes $1.9 trillion pandemic bill on mere party line vote. Myanmar police deploy early to crank up pressure on protests. LeBron James rejects Latin's criticism of activist athletes. Skirter returns, Lakers beat Blazers 102-93 to snap skid. Green notches triple-double, Warriors avenge loss to Hornets. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra, don't let haters tell you this pandemic won't end. Black men, disproportionately arrested for marijuana, are left off NJ's Cannabis Commission. What will Manhattan's next district attorney refuse to prosecute? Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. Brooklyn man charged with hate crime in alleged stabbing of Asian men in Lower Manhattan. The big idea, a mayoral hopeful wants to give annual cash payments to NYC kids. Big, fun, extremely photogenic cause show opens at Brooklyn Museum. Cuomo's new nursing home rules still keep many families from visiting loved ones. Early edition, texting your ex-girlfriend while rioting at the Capitol is one way to ensure you'll get arrested. NYC Schools Chancellor Richard Carranza resigns. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake, M4.3 quake has struck near Champerico in Guatemala. Light earthquake, 4.6 mag strikes near Champerico in Guatemala. Light earthquake 4.2 mag, Izu Islands, Japan region. Light earthquake 4.6 mag, southeast of the Loyalty Islands. Light earthquake, 4.2 mag strikes near the Loyalty Islands. Light earthquake, 4.8 mag has occurred near Volcano Islands, Japan region. Light earthquake, 4.3 mag strikes near San Pedro de Atacama in Chile. Moderate earthquake 5.2 mag, 8 kilometers southwest of Ltanes, Iceland. Minor earthquake, 3.14 mag was detected near Searles Valley in CA. Light earthquake, 4.3 mag was detected near Kermadec Islands region. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Biden-Harris administration committed to building resilient agricultural supply chains. Renewed, more ambitious targets of Paris Agreement needed. Money laundering, the darker side of the world's offshore financial system. Energy crisis, tribal behavior or quality decisions based on conscious trade-offs. Ending inequality as every owns business. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Where the FK are the Czechs, they went to Raytheon so they can bomb my country. California bill requires gender-neutral stores, fines retailers for boy and girl toy departments. Pelosi to keep minimum wage hike in COVID-19 relief bill despite parliamentarians' ruling. U.S. bombs Syria and ridiculously claims self-defense. American Avenger air defense systems spotted in Syria. Flying syringes, Bill Gates wants to release genetically modified mosquitoes to inject you with vaccines. Male infertility threatening future of human race, says author of new book. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Did Oreo tweet eat rich? Did Mitch McConnell say he'd support Trump as GOP nominee in 2024? Does this photo show half male, half female cardinal? Did Dems ask Biden to relinquish control of nuclear weapons? Is U.S. government requiring pantyhose worn over masks? Dems near relief bill okay by House, ponder wage plan rescue. U.S. advisors endorse single-shot COVID-19 vaccine from J&J. What public school students are allowed to say on social media may be about to change. Audio chat rooms like Clubhouse tap into age-old appeal of the human voice. Pythons, iguanas, Florida restricts some exotic reptiles. The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Post revives fabricated image of view from Mars. No evidence vaccines impact fertility. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. New York City's robber baron library has a flair for the dramatic. the gorgeous Japanese island where the exiled once dwelled. The Vigil is a terrifying horror movie about Jewish trauma and suffering. Parents of kidnapped Nigerian girls try to pull them out of school before they were taken. The world's oldest woman doesn't look like you've been told. Here's how to beat back multiplying coronavirus variants. The Walking Dead has new villains thanks to Maggie Green's return. Should you subscribe to Paramount Plus? Ted Cruz has a superpower, his total inability to feel shame. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Bill Maher sounds off ahead of Trump's CPAC speech. California cannot enforce indoor church ban amid pandemic, Supreme Court. Woman killed by a drunk driver in NYC. Woman dies while climbing to her apartment during NYC power outage. Memphis officials take over a county's troubled COVID-19 vaccination program. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Astronomy reviews Celestron's Next Star Evolution 8 HD telescope, equipped with star sense. Are the Egyptian pyramids aligned with the stars? Galileo's sunspot sketches get AI-enhanced makeover. The sky this week. Enter the snow moon. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Study, Pfizer vaccine reduces COVID-19 transmission after one dose. A shot of hope, vaccine questions answered. Atlantic Ocean circulation weakens, sparking climate worries. A climate reckoning in the heartland. Walmart expands COVID-19 vaccine access to 35 states. Mars rover captures first sounds recorded on another planet. NASA's Perseverance rover is bringing a hidden message to Mars. Mars rover poised for launch atop Atlas V rocket. NASA's helicopter flight over Mars, a Wright brothers moment. Mars helicopter reaches big milestone on flight to planet. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Fashion designer Fred Segal, who dressed the likes of the Beatles and Farrah Fawcett, dead at 87. Fire that gutted Shaq's Krispy Kreme store in Atlanta was arson. Texas mom killed by runaway tire crushing her windshield on highway. House expected to pass Biden's COVID relief bill despite minimum wage setback. COVID vaccines stolen in Memphis, 2 other shots given to children and 2,400 doses wasted. State law banning gay sex is unconstitutional, Malaysia's top court rules. TPAC, that's what it feels like, Republicans kick off CPAC with falsehood-filled Trump tributes. Mormon Church donates $20 million for worldwide COVID-19 vaccines. Feds watching closely for attack on Biden's first speech to Congress, still hunting for more U.S. Capitol rioters. Lady Gaga calls dog sitter a hero, confirms $500K reward for return of abducted French bulldogs. The following headlines are from military.com. Nothing happened to this dude, soldiers call for consequences, changes to prevent sexual assault. Army SID agent charged with wife's 2018 murder near Fort Hood. F-15E struck Syrian border facility used by militias, Pentagon says. Extremism has reared its head in Air Force Special Operations, General says. Apache helicopter crash injures 2 Army aviators. After springing fuel leak in heavy seas, Navy cruiser heads back to Norfolk port. Former VA nurse gets 40 months in prison for stealing morphine from dying veterans. With fewer U.S. troops in Europe, MQ-9 Reaper drones are filling the gap. Marines, infantry most highly represented among veterans arrested after Capitol riot. Water near Arizona Air Force Base is tainted in latest case. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Column, a lesson from the last normal pre-pandemic weekend, we're not as smart as we think we are. As DCFS closes its investigation, the Reverend Flegler still not allowed back at St. Sabina. Fire victim tried to escape but succumbed to heavy smoke on West Side, officials say. The Spin, Durbin, Pritzker on whether there's a family feud over state Democratic Party chair downstate GOP lawmaker says he's removed militia sticker from vehicle goodbye, toll booths. Read the letter to Father Flegler from DCFS. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, United Center COVID-19 vaccination site could distribute up to 6,000 doses a day, 2,441 new cases and 55 additional deaths reported. United Center parking lot could distribute up to 6,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine per day, will be open March 10 to eligible Illinois residents. Backed by Pritzker, Ald, Michelle Harris holds early lead in contest to replace Madigan as Illinois Democratic chairman. United Center vaccination site rises. City Council passes Lightfoot COVID-19 spending package despite objections over $281.5 million in federal funds previously spent on police. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Oahu marine protected areas offer limited protection of coral reef herbivorous fishes. Flood-prone Miami to spend billions tackling sea level rise. Colombia's apiarists say avocado buzz is killing bees. Explicit instruction provides dramatic benefits in learning to read. When using pyrite to understand Earth's ocean and atmosphere, think local, not global. Radioactivity in meteorites sheds light on origin of heaviest elements in our solar system. Republican and Democratic voters agree on one thing, the need for generous COVID-19 relief. Cerium sidelines silver to make drug precursor. Engineering the boundary between 2D and 3D materials. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Saturday, February 27th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Holy moly, clouds with holes in them? New sustainable materials for the future. 11 best magnesium supplements for anxiety and depression. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. World champion Favre leads World Cup GS after first run. French Open winner Swiatek beats Bensick in Adelaide final. Webster scores 16 to carry Hawaii past Long Beach Street 78-76. How can I find a tech concierge who can help with a variety of technical issues? The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Horoscopes February 27, 2021, Josh Groban, it's up to you to push for what you want. Word Game, February 27, 2021. Bridge, February 27, 2021. Ask Amy, they get offended, but their food makes me sick. Harriet Cole, these photos are a blow to my vanity. Miss Manners, I mistakenly opened my neighbor's mail. Should I say something about what I saw? Dear Abby, I cry every night. Should I tell my parents why? San Jose, 1 injured in shooting in city's Stonegate neighborhood. Officer fatally shot outside New Orleans high school game. Draymond Green's triple-double fuels Warriors past Hornets. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Virginia officer fatally shot during traffic stop in Stanley. School board recognizes unjust firing of civil rights heads. Black eatery struggle for foothold in Fort Myers, Naples. Coyote hunts in Pennsylvania debated. A glorious racket, rail fans flock to Route 53 corridor. Damned, drugged, poisoned, river species struggle to survive. Dissatisfied with choices, voters write in athletes, coaches. The next headlines are from The Intercept. India targets climate activist with the help of big tech. Biden balks at sanctions on Saudi Crown Prince after release of report on killing of Jamal Khashoggi. Soldiers in Cameroon, a close U.S. ally, commit mass rape, report says. France and the myth of a colorblind society. Eric Prince and the failed plot to arm a Central Intelligence Agency asset turned warlord in Libya. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Saturday, February 27, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. When phones collapse, and when they don't. Predicts the onset of Alzheimer's disease AD using deep learning-based Splice AI. Household transmission of SARS-CoV-2. Curcumin for amyloidosis and lipid metabolism, a novel insight. MicroRNA testing of healthy kids could provide a window on future heart and kidney health. A missing protein promotes genetic instability in patients with Muller-Bree syndrome. Picture books can boost physical activity for youth with autism. Statin use associated with increased survival in severe COVID-19. How photobluing disturbs microscopy. Researchers identify characteristics of highest utilizers for mental health hospital services. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Wisconsin's wolf hunt threatens to grow only more repulsive. 7 shot, 1 fatally, in Chicago so far this weekend. Person injured after crashing into Cook County Sheriff's Squad car. Teen boy shot in back of the yards. Loyola holds on to extend home winning streak to 21 games. Horoscope for Saturday, February 27, 2021. Teen boy killed in Marquette Park shooting, 2 in custody, police. Michael O'Brien's high school basketball notebook. Turnovers doom Bulls late, as Chris Paul shows why he's still big bro. Inbound Eisenhower Expressway shut down after 2 wounded in shooting near Pulaski. The feed from the Riverfront Times St. Louis has been removed for putting advertisements in its news RSS feed. Attorney General Eric Schmidt won't file charges in Tory Sanders' death. Rush Limbaugh, finally quiet, returns to St. Louis. Opinion: Rush Limbaugh's hate doesn't deserve a special day. Testo Prime reviews 2021, legit testosterone booster supplement or Testo Prime side effects? Pelvic floor strong system reviews, does Alex Miller's pelvic floor exercises really work? The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Detroit's Antoinette Q. Sarfa launches tea parties to explain cannabis wellness. Best background check services, free options included. Detroit's Lady of the House restaurant quietly closed during the pandemic. Intelia's People Search Review, Real Quest, Pros and Cons, 2021. After protest charges dropped, Detroit Will Breathe co-founder says, "We won't go silently." Best mature dating apps and sites for singles 2021, free options included. Thousands of Michigan students could be eligible for college incentive program. Groundbreaking, coronavirus killing technology installed in Wayne County jails. Kenneth Whitaker to take over Michigan United, pledges to fight white supremacy. Metro Detroit now has its first conveyor belt sushi spot, Kara Sushi. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Saturday, February 27, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. What to watch for at the 78th Golden Globes. Reviews for the uneasily quarantined, Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry. Openings and closings, Berg Hospitality's new concepts, Downhouse closes, Midway Barbecue burns. Jason Ringenberg is on a Rinnestone high. 3 teens reportedly in lead for JJ Watt's next stop. We must end fanatical fandom evangelicalism. Houston's 5 best weekend food bets, Blue Dorn takes on prime rib for Sunday supper. The next headlines are about world records making news. Limerick Post show Guinness World Record holder Ger Purcell, Limerick Post. Turnip for the books, Canadian man grows world's heaviest turnip weighing 29 kilograms, Republic TV. 6 truly bizarre world record attempts that were made in South Essex, Echo. Soon a Plattsburgh grad breaks Guinness World Record for largest afro, Local 22/44 News. Akira Nugent equals U2016 hurdles world record in Texas, Loop News Jamaica. You need to know about Jenny Graham, Scotland's world record-breaking ultra-endurance cyclist, Global Cycling Network. Expect world records in Tokyo, says Ledecky, Sports News and Top Stories, The Straits Times. Michael Andretti drove a world record-breaking car made out of cake, Jalopnik. Black History Month, record breakers in space, Guinness World Records. Man swims 8.6 kilometers with handcuffs on to set new Guinness World Record, News 18. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Federal authorities confirm sighting of yet another UFO, this time in New Mexico. I'm packing my bags to visit the real-life inspiration for Windows XP's wallpaper. HBO Max, I beg you, give me the like and dislike buttons already. Gritty is being sued for $1 billion for allegedly price gouging during Texas winter storm. We Are Tech is the exact edtech startup the U.S. needs right now. Americans are warming up to COVID-19 vaccines, poll finds. In defense of an Alexa-enabled coffee maker. Go update your passwords right now. CPAC panelists try to launch Japanese Tea Party for guru who communed with pro-Trump spirit. The RTX 3060 will be the first of NVIDIA's new graphics cards to get a frame rate boost. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Sabah in Sabah at 128.3 degrees Fahrenheit or 53.5 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was University WID in Dome Fuji at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. FDA panel votes unanimously in favor of authorizing J&J vaccine. Hard-coded key vulnerability in Logix PLCs has severity score of 10 out of 10. TikTok agrees to proposed $92 million settlement in privacy class action. Report, Stadia undershot to the tune of hundreds of thousands of users. Netflix drops extended Shadow and Bone teaser, announces release date. Pac-Man Legends, Arceus stealth-infused open world at Switch in 2022. A third shot, a new booster, vaccine makers race to trials to beat variants. Texas woman sues Gritty after being charged $9,546 for 19 days of power. Best Buy lays off 5,000 workers as it shifts focus to online sales. Google's Smart TV software will have a dumb TV mode. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Ted Cruz likened to a streaker at the Super Bowl for his inability to feel shame. Pelosi has Congress stay after midnight for $1.9 trillion coronavirus bill, with $1,400 checks. Here's how white evangelicals found themselves worshipping a golden Trump. Will Republican stimulus vote count after he skipped Congress to attend white nationalist convention? Why winter weather is no match for rats in America's rattiest city. Megyn Kelly lashes out at Don Lemon and Rachel Maddow on HBO's Real Time. GOP leader attacked Dems for passing survival checks late at night, and it did not end well. President Biden choked, Nick columnist slams White House for letting a murderer walk. Donald Trump Jr. bombs at CPAC, and gets scorched for lying that radical Dems banned the Muppets. Republican Madison Cawthorn harassed women in college, BuzzFeed expose. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Electric vehicle tax credit is a boon for well-off Americans. The real threat to women's sports isn't trans athletes, it's sexually predatory coaches. The first online chess Olympiad for people with disabilities is expanding. Ted Cruz screams his way through bad jokes at CPAC. Warren, Booker, and Sanders push DHS to investigate allegations that officers threatened asylum seekers with COVID-19 exposure. McConnell, I'd absolutely back Trump if he's the 2024 GOP nominee. The Texas fiasco makes the case for creating a national power grid. 2 controversial detention centers will reportedly stop holding families long-term. Please don't kill me, Angelo Quinto pleaded. The cops kneeled on his neck for 4 minutes. Senate parliamentarian kills the dream of a $15 minimum wage, for the moment. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Aliens, book organizing tricks and other letters to the editor, The New York Times. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. The Avid Reader, A Trip into the Universe, Monadnock Ledger Transcript. Remembering Mechnikov in the Time of COVID-19, Gordon 2021, Wiley. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Saturday, February 27, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. FAA releases statement re-UFO encounter over New Mexico. Airline confirms encounter with cylindrical-shaped UFO over New Mexico. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Saturday, February 27, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.